Hello, everybody. Welcome to, again, another episode of the D2D Podcast. I'm your host, Swagmaster123. I'm joined once again by BrownboxerYT.
I have memes for days.
I'm also joined by a new co-host that we also brought in here. We were doing a recording of an episode, but it didn't work out. GrimHolder is with us.
I like to hold things.
Now, we also got another member coming in a little bit in the podcast, mannperson, but right now he's carrying some other duties as we're speaking right now.
It means he's taking a big shit.
I don't know that.
You're doing all right today, Swaggy.
Yeah, I know. It's like the beginning of my day, it was like, oh shit, and all that stuff. And then when it comes to here, it's like, okay, I'm having a good night now.
I feel like
So,
maybe
you guys want to talk about the phase bank BS, or?
Sure. Why not? Even though I'm against it, just why not? Let's go with it.
Yeah.
So let's start off saying that we all know what this is, right? What happened? We all know what happened from both sides of view, right?
Yeah, I definitely know of the situation. When we were trying to talk in the supposed episode that never got released, we were discussing all sorts of things like how FaZe Banks had talked to Keemstar in an interview. I think last week or last Friday maybe. And he was he was discussing his own point of view, like that FaZe Banks was waiting for Lisa Viola in the basement by the restroom, and so just some random guard decided to come down and tell him to get out of the basement or something, and it's like, no, I'm gonna wait for my girl. I'm gonna wait for Lisa. FaZe kept refusing over and over again until the point where they start dragging him out.
I think this whole situation could have been solved pretty easily. But the problem is, not only are they YouTubers and they're big enough to get noticed, club bouncers are like that, without a doubt.
Oh yeah, I'm sure. I'm sure. I don't know.
That's just me. You got any info or opinions on this, Grim?
Well, from what I heard, in the end, it was just a bunch of miscommunication and stubbornness on behalf of multiple people, not just FaZe. FaZe, I think, is kind of an idiot, anyways, but I don't think it was his fault per se.
Yeah, I agree with that, because I mean, there's people that screw up all the time, and when we were discussing in the supposed episode 4 that never got released, we were discussing the fact that was it the security, where the Bali House has had a history of being having a bad reputation for all sorts of people, and then to have FaZe Banks be involved in one of these things is a big deal for the Bali House.
And that's kind of where it's all ended, and we're not going to worry about it. We're just going to see what happens, either laugh, cry, or make fun of it, or meme it, one of the four. And to transition like Frank Montana, net neutrality. Let's talk about that shit.
Yeah, it's coming up very fast. We're just only 5 days away from the end of the internet.
Watch every Roblox player will be crying, losing their sight.
If it does happen, then I'll have one more video posted on my channel. It's like thank you for those who have stuck on long enough and all that stuff. And if it doesn't turn out to be true, the dying, then I'll still be continuing to post.
I'm gonna go take a piss. So yeah, hold on.
There's just so much that net neutrality has for us. like Philip DeFranco, even though I don't like a bunch of his content, he does give some points where where of course the Title II, where the ISPs can't control what we do per se, and allow us to have the access to the open broad internet that we have today. Like we can be able to use Discord and all that stuff. And basically the chairman is trying to move the ISPs to the Title I stage and trying to make them control what we do, like trying to make them block sites or slow them down. It's like they're saying, oh, you're just gonna have to have if you want to access this website, you have to buy our entertainment package for like $5 or something, which is probably not worth the bet, because of the fact that we love using what we want. Like if they charge you for using Netflix, even though Netflix already has a monthly subscription, they're charging you extra that you shouldn't have to pay.
Yeah. Plus this, say this all goes through. Companies that in turn charge a subscription might charge you more because of their contract with ISPs. Also, on top of that, you can actually avoid all of this by just using a VPN.
Oh yeah, that's probably helpful, because I mean VPNs
will go through. I'm just going to subscribe to this one particular VPN, which is the best VPN. But yeah.
Yeah.
If it does go through, basically what will happen is your ISP won't see that you're connecting to all these different things. It'll see that you're connecting to this one particular VPN, and then your VPN will connect you to everything else, and everything will be fine.
I'm pretty sure Congress is gonna just try to get on all this stuff. And I'm also glad for all the people that have been actually supporting net neutrality and have been going up against the chairman. His crazy screen.
I'm so confused who that guy is.
He was.
You mean a shit pie?
Yes.
Oh yeah, okay. A shit pie is just a corporate shill. That's what he is.
Yeah, he clearly supports Verizon because he was a former agent for Verizon.
Is he really?
Yeah, he used to work for Verizon. Then he became commissioner for the FCC, and now he's the chairman entirely.
How the hell did that happen?
I have no fucking clue. But just Trump putting pie into the place for chairman is probably the wrong idea, and pretty much ruins what. Pretty much he's just gonna ruin what we built for the past 20 years or so. It's not like back in 1993 where the internet was just starting. It was like, oh, the internet, you can do all this sort of stuff. And back then you had to use a modem. You had to use a dial-up modem to go on the internet. Where you have all these where you have the ISPs we know today providing internet for us anyways. I would love to see in the future, possible this just like our open free, an open free internet modem for us to use, not supported by an ISP.
It's gonna be incredible, and then everyone's gonna try to take it down. Watch, that's gonna happen.
Mm-hmm.
That's gonna happen. Watch.
I hope it happens, because I feel like these ISPs are just trying to just milk it for their money, just trying to get
ISPs
all this
have
stuff.
Always been shitty on purpose because they want to try to give you the shittiest service for the most amount of money they can possibly yank out of you, especially here in the United States.
Yeah, a perfect example of this.
Believe it or not, it'd be very, very easy and actually very, very cheap for the entirety of the world to be on an unlimited, unthrottled, uncapped internet speed.
Yeah.
And we wouldn't be using the entire band.
It's like healthcare. They don't want
it. Oh, no. It's not even comparable to healthcare, because healthcare is a bit different, more complex, and more expensive involved.
Well, yeah,
this is as simple as the technology is so far ahead that you could easily just run a bunch of wire. Again, replace all the wires. Well, maybe not all of them. Most of the wires could still support everybody without having to even get close to the entirety of their bandwidth. Like everybody, say in any given area, could run across the lines, and they wouldn't be downloading or uploading enough for it to use the entirety of that area's bandwidth.
So what you're saying is
no one should be capped on speed. And
so what you're saying is, for example, let's say California, right?
Mhm.
They could all be running the same server, right? Or
Just keep
what do
going.
you mean by that?
No,
Right.
I'm saying that basically the physical cables that exist across the world
Yes.
that connects everybody that we call the internet, no one should actually have a speed limit on their internet because the lines are very capable of the bandwidth on the lines themselves are very, very capable of supporting everyone. No one should have to have slower or faster internet.
Okay.
Yeah.
And by the way, let's put it this way. There's a transcontinental line basically running from eastern United States to Europe. That thing is transferring multiple, I think, hundreds of terabytes every single second. The bandwidth of it, I think, is several, like, I think it was like 8 bytes or something like that.
It's more than 100 terabytes because that's what NASA's
No,
producing alone. Their
several
building
hundred.
is producing 100 million alone.
Yeah, but that's not that's not
terabytes.
simple either. That's what they're transferring across the United States, for example. It may not be what they're running across that particular line. I said several hundred terabytes are being transferred every single second on that line.
I can see that.
That is a fraction of a fraction of a fraction of what it's capable of.
Okay, I get it.
That no one should actually have slower, faster internet because the technology is easily, readily available to everyone if the ISPs were willing to provide it and not just trying to make the most profit they can out of the shittiest service.
No,
Okay. Well, can we? What else did I want to bring up? Swaggy, you wanted to bring up something about Harvey Weinstein, or what was it? Something else? What was it?
Well, just when was such a high? Well, it's not just Harvey Weinstein. I want to say it's like a bunch of celebrities you would see in Hollywood and YouTube, per se. Like I heard just recently, Dustin.
You're talking about the social climate born of the Harvey Weinstein scandal.
Like basically like a follow-up of all these Harvey Weinstein stuff. Just like other stars just getting all these scandals,
accusations sent their way.
Like I just heard today, Dustin Hoffman had just been accused of sexual misconduct with a star from Broadway many years, I think 30 years ago or something like that.
Yeah, again, it's like all these things happened 30 years ago and are not even really provable whatsoever. Also, statute of limitations, and on top of that, well, actually, no, that's all that needs to be said.
Okay, can we, I wanted to bring this up. It has similar things to it, but it's not all the way. So, you remember the big scandal with Lion Maker?
Oh yeah, I think I remember that where
it was randomly brought up by Keemstar and then a few other people.
Yeah,
and then other YouTubers were caught doing all this stuff for like months and years around there.
Oh yeah,
right? You know what I'm talking about?
Kind of.
All right, so basically, he went to prison. He did go to prison, and if I'm right, he openly admitted to it. And if I'm right,
Lion Maker was a Minecraft YouTuber or something like that, right?
Yeah, he was like Jim Bob in that. He was like Jim Bob. Which that one was crazy. That one was scarier to me. You remember that one, right? The Jim Bob one?
No, I don't. I never heard of it. I don't know.
All right, let me bring this up. Let me bring you to speed. Basically, he was, I guess, went to Detroit. He went from, if I'm right, to like California or Seattle around there. I think it was either LA or Seattle, and went to Detroit to go film like a bunch of like pornography.
Like a sex tape or some sort.
No, like a bunch of stuff, and he was meeting like one of his fans, and it's like the same demographic of like the Jake Pauler kind of guy.
It was like 13 years old or something like that.
Around there, it was around there, but basically it was like that, and this can coincide with basically it's just all these people have been doing it for this long. What's not to say that other people are can follow it? You know what I mean?
Yeah. When we were talking about Harvey Weinstein, he's been known to have all these allegations for many years. Like,
That's just crazy to think about.
I mean, there was even the thing where there was an episode of Family Guy, for example, where Stewie runs out of somewhere. I don't remember if he was naked. All I remember is he ran.
He was at a house.
He ran through a public area, and he said something along the lines of, "Help me! I just escaped from Kevin Spacey's basement," or something like that.
Yeah.
I remember.
Yeah.
Also, Kevin Spacey was also
that was a joke, but
accused.
Again, it might not specifically Kevin Spacey. Think about that for a second.
Yeah, Kevin Spacey, he got accused already.
Now, I think the idea is that Seth seems to know a bit more than he's able to let on, and he's been releasing that information, through his medium.
I think that's just everyone, though.
Yeah, and now, Netflix had dropped House of Cards or something. They dropped doing the production for the next season.
Doing one more season, and then they're ending the show, but they're killing him off.
Yeah.
Right. I feel bad for Kevin Spacey because he's a good actor. Without a doubt, he's a great actor.
Yeah, I can see that. My parents were totally into House of Cards, and just to see him like this, wow.
Just hating him now. It's like if you've both seen the Titanic, right? I know you.
Yeah,
one of you have.
I have. I definitely have.
So it's like now they're calling Kevin Spacey a bad actor. It's bad because of what happened. If Leonardo DiCaprio came out as a rapist, would Titanic be a bad movie?
Well, that depends. It really depends on the situation. What's he bad?
That's it. He just came out.
How bad was it? They made him a rapist.
It was 20 years ago.
That'll be a problem.
Now, would the movie be bad though? Would the movie Titanic, that was critically acclaimed, is one of the most highest grossing movies ever, that didn't get him an Oscar, but it was nominated one? Would that be bad?
I'd probably say it in the middle. To be honest, I
know what you're saying. It's no, it's not a bad movie.
It's not a bad movie. I'd probably say I'd probably say it's going to be in the middle for this situation. If he did. Get sexually accused.
When you think about him, Kevin Spacey, you're gonna think of that one situation, and that's the problem. The mind's gonna be like, "Well, I remember he did this awful thing to this kid," and you're gonna think about that. But I don't know. You guys got any other topics?
We can touch back up on net neutrality because it's a really big deal.
All right, let's get back to it. And Grim, you were saying how the servers could do a lot more than they really are.
No, it's not. No, ISPs, which means internet service providers. They could just cap everybody's internet. For a speed.
I mean, just recently, Comcast decided to pull off their protect their own agreement for everybody to save net neutrality and just entirely agree with the chairman.
Yeah, but I don't get why they don't do. It's just the money way, right? It's just about money.
Yeah, they're all in for money.
Okay, making sure. Now, how could we realistically do the whole world though, Grim?
Mm-hmm. Well, maybe not the entire world, but every single first world country, that's for sure.
So just for standards, just okay, could we connect America to South Africa, for example? Could we do that?
I don't know the what South Africa's like, but I definitely know Europe and Japan and Australia, definitely.
So we can connect Japan to Australia, to the others to Europe.
Yeah.
The only reason basically.
All right, I could see that. That's crazy to think about, though. Realistically, thinking of that now.
Yeah, no one really. You wouldn't really need to put data limits on anybody. It's really stupid that there is. Sorry, not data limit. That too. Data limits are the most retarded thing.
Yes.
But
No, I just go on Wi-Fi now because it's a lot smarter and easier, and I hate it.
I agree because I don't want to keep using my data. I have to keep paying so much when I can use the Wi-Fi and it doesn't even have an issue with it.
I rarely use data these days because I don't have many reasons to, anyways. So I just wait until I'm at a place where, to do anything major, I wait until I'm in a place that I can hop on the Wi-Fi.
The only reason I would even use data is that if there was no Wi-Fi for me to use, it's one of those areas where you have to have where it's like only an optimum Time Warner cable, aka Spectrum, or Xfinity to use Wi-Fi. Or if it's or if like there's absolutely no Wi-Fi whatsoever within like 100 miles.
Yeah. Can we touch on how would this affect YouTube?
Well, that's really going to depend on what the ISPs think. I feel like that's going to depend on which ISP you have. Going back to Comcast.
Exactly. What is that?
Comcast is just the worst ISP ever.
I know.
What
I have a friend of mine who's a Twitch streamer. A friend of mine who's a Twitch streamer, Fire Dragon, used to be part of Comcast, and like his internet has been going down ever since, or ever since he had Comcast, and now.
Okay, so it's like Machinima.
Like
Machinima.
Yeah, and then because of the fact that it's been going downhill for him, he decided to immediately, I think back in June, to just severe ties with Comcast for him and move to Austin and get Google Fiber, which was the smartest decision for him because apparently for him Google Fiber's working out pretty well.
Yeah. Okay, Grim, what were the other providers you were saying?
They're just the ones that are around here, but we got around here Time Warner and Optimum. Those are the big ones around here, at least.
My big ones right around here.
The city.
The big ones I have around here are Time Warner, Verizon Fios, Optimum.
Realistically, I don't think my internet provider is gonna get rid of it. I don't think it would just get noticed. I don't think anyone would really care. But I think to an extent they would. I don't know.
Yeah.
It might happen, though. It might happen.
Totally.
I don't think it's a big chance, though. Realistically. I'm just saying that because I'm Idaho. Nothing's going on here. Why would they really care? You get away with a lot.
I'm also glad that there's also the rise of many different websites that allow you to be able to contact your congressman or senator very easily. Like, I've been able to send a message from one of those websites to my congressman that represents my state, and I've been able to get a response from that. Just explaining all my own words, and hopefully it does get sent or something. But I probably doubt the FCC would even read those stuff. But
they're not going to because they don't have to. They're not worried about anything. It's a CEO kind of stance, kind of like Susan Wojcicki. She doesn't really have to care. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They don't have to care. Neither
it's everybody hates Susan now. And it's just like that, but it's worse because it's literally just affecting our country and pretty much a bunch of nations that are deeply connected with our country's internet.
That's the problem, is that other countries will follow the U.S. example. And nothing wrong with following that to an extent. There's always problems following someone. But this is a really bad thing that could happen. Eventually, they're going to cap everything. Just watch.
Yeah, I see that happening. It's really going to be bad. I would love to see if it even happens to someone try to impeach Pi, if he has a really bad past, to impeach Ajit and get removed from office.
That'd be great. I make a joke about it. I make a good meme. I'll be honest. We make memes for days, kids, and then go away in a week.
Yeah.
We all know how memes work.
When we were talking about YouTube Rewind earlier,
Oh my God, let's go to that.
Yeah.
What were you guys talking about that?
Yeah.
How was it?
Oh, I hated the YouTube Rewind. I hated it.
I didn't watch it. I'm saving my virginity. Sorry.
I also was it? I was mentioning to you guys in the host chat on Discord that I followed this movement of some sort of the dislikes on the YouTube Rewind video.
That. That's a good reason to hop
Yeah.
on. I think the problem is that YouTube doesn't really care about the creators that are putting in. I'm not
exactly.
that all creators that are top are not putting in time, but a lot of them are just ones that are just like that just get the most views. Are really stupid
yes.
and they're not clever.
Yeah, like this one channel had brought me to the conclusion to dislike the YouTube. Amp Lemon, exactly. Amp Lemon is the reason that the whole thing has been getting dislikes. Like a couple days ago, it was like
it's not just him. It's more of the fact.
Yeah,
he's a big part of it. Don't get me wrong. I'm not going to say he's not.
Yeah.
But the problem is that YouTube has been going on this downward spiral, and I think you get that joke.
Yeah, I know, because I watch Amp Lemon.
They're falling, because remember, this site started off of 3 guys.
Yeah, it started with 3 guys.
That were just like, hey, let's make a website to go find...
Yeah, 3 former PayPal employees created a video website which had become so popular in the next 10 years.
That's what's crazy about YouTube. It's just so big.
I know.
Me.
It's not like 2007 where like if you had like 1,000 subscribers, you'd be like the highest person in all of YouTube.
And then remember 2010, Ray William Johnson.
Oh yeah. And then of course,
annoying orange and Fred.
I remember that guy.
And then of course the very first million subscriber stuff.
Hey, what's up, man person? How you doing?
Yeah, we're now just talking about YouTube Rewind, man.
How do you like YouTube Rewind?
Don't you mean how fucking awesome fidget spinners are? I mean,
don't you mean YouTube advertisement 2017?
Listen, buddy, I got a fidget spinner of my own right here. You hear that?
I don't actually have one.
I do have one. I just gotta grab mine who's all the way under my couch.
I have 1, 2, 3, 4. I have 4 fidget spinners, and I all use them at the same time while watching YouTube Rewind. About 10 times a day. I'm still getting the shivers. Still getting the goose pimples.
I see it. No, it's crazy that YouTube Rewind did all the stuff it did. Why was Steve Carell on there? Whatever his name is. The TV show host. What?
You mean 2 scoops too much?
Stephen Colbert, I think.
I get it. No, it's crazy. I think YouTube.
It's because people freeboot. It's the reason why he's on there,
right?
Yeah, no. The reason why he was on there is because people freeboot all of his show bits of him quoting Donald Trump and then making silly faces. Yeah, and those always make it to the trending tab, so that's why he was there. Even though he doesn't have a channel of his own where he posts on.
I can see that.
Why does he make a meme channel?
Because he's a fucking talentless hack.
We were talking about
Jared Leno. Don't even start.
Yeah, we were just discussing YouTube Rewind. And in fact, I followed this movement of people have been disliking the video. Like a couple days ago, it was I think 600K, and as it stands right now, it has like 1.3 million dislikes against 2 million.
Wait, does
praise the tank, baby?
YouTube Rewind. Here we go.
Praise the tank.
What should we add? How about fidget spinners? Because remember, those were cool.
Well, it's got 1 million likes.
The worst idea that was with it was okay. Well, one I'll have to say that that's still okay because it's 1 out of every 2.
Mm-hmm.
People fucking hate it, which you wouldn't want that ratio. But what is really good about YouTube Rewind is the use of slime. You see all that slime, baby? Dude, slime was a fucking awesome trend, dude. Oh my god, it was fucking awesome. It was all over trending and nobody else did it. Dude, come on. He's a YouTube star. He's got like 400,000, 400 million, 22,800 fucking 5 billion channel subscribers. Right?
You are so much wrong. Are you slightly drunk? Do I have to get you home again?
Listen, buddy, I just watched Freddy Got Fingered. My IQ is so low. I gotta watch some Rick and Morty to get that shit up.
Morty.
But Freddy Got Fingered. By the way,
best cure to retardation is Rick and Morty because you have to have an high IQ to.
But you know, for anyone listening, just know that Freddy Got Fingered is an actual fucking masterpiece.
Let me go.
Yeah, I believe it.
One moment. Why? I'm gonna look this up in Reddit.
Freddy Got Fingered. It is the story of an animator. He works at the cheese factory. He on sandwiches, and he quits his job to pursue his dreams. And it's pretty fucking amazing.
I'm pretty sure this is a terrible movie, wasn't it? Like really terrible.
It was basically it's absurdist humor, it's fucking finest, and people at the time saw it and were like, "What is this? What the hell is this? Is this Minecraft?" And got really upset about it.
2001 in Minecraft.
But you know what I mean? Like they're like, "What is this? What were they thinking?"
Also, on Rotten Tomatoes.
Can I ask you guys a question from people who actually saw the YouTube rewind? I'm saving my virginity. All right, I put my toe in it by watching the Kendrick Lamar part, and that was it. The DNA or whatever.
That was the
only.
Me... Okay, sorry.
Tell me, damn it! Or let me talk, man, person.
No.
I'm gonna thank you again.
Oh, spank me, daddy.
Yeah, basically, how bad was it realistically from a scale of 1 to 10 from the other YouTube rewinds? How was this?
Pretty bad actually. I'd say that most YouTube rewinds were just kind of like bland and boring, but this one was kind of like
terrible.
I'd say
the word that kept coming to my mind was "ew." I'll just leave it at that.
I was just gonna give it a 7, but I'm feeling like it's like a 5.5.
There you go, right in the middle. It's a mess.
That's being generous. I'd say it's about a 4 or 3.
I think it's a negative.
There were only a very few good parts.
Wait, Poppy was in it. I give it about a 4 or 5.
Yeah, no, Poppy is actually kind of interesting.
Poppy's a scary channel. I get scared when I watch.
It's like,
oh my god, shush.
How do you get scared just from watching Poppy?
She's
Poppy.
Red Pill Queen. All right, you shit.
I think Poppy
is
one of the only artists on YouTube that could be
Listen,
called
alright,
such.
she's gonna trigger all the libtards, alright?
You want to go?
She's gonna
Rock,
be
paper, scissors. Ready? Rock, paper, scissors. Rock, paper, scissors.
Oh, what? You triggered Snowflake? You melting?
Yeah, actually, I'm brown. Don't assume my gender.
Listen, conservative. She won. Alright, conservative, she won. Get over it.
Are you assuming my political stance in this country?
Yeah, I am. I'm assuming it. And guess what? Only 2 genders. Get over it, Snowflake.
Actually, I'm a Jew.
I stand politically.
Get that right.
Where do I think you stand politically?
Yeah.
I don't know. What do you think? Communist Manifesto. Oh, what's that? GrimHolder is a communist?
Totally.
Well,
I'm a total communist. I love Marx. He's the greatest man.
In this conversation.
Oh yeah, you love him. What's his first album?
Yeah, no, I want a body pillow of Karl Marx.
What's his first album? What's his first album?
Kendrick Lamar.
How to kill an entire population of a country by starving
That's
them.
his second. Shut the fuck up. Liberal owned. Liberal SJW fucking eviscerated. But Carlson making a funny face.
Actually,
this is a Christian
I would actually have to read the Communist Manifesto and all of Karl Marx's shit just so I can understand them better.
Ever read it? It's fucking retarded. It's like
let me take a picture.
Let's get rid of bosses and just everybody owns everything equally. Well, then, but who the fuck runs shit? Oh, everybody. Okay.
The thing is,
Who do I go to fucking do I manage who gets what? Do I manage to fucking like just no? I don't get it. If you want to try it, that's fine, but you're probably gonna end up killing everybody you love dear to you.
It's not true. You kill half of everyone you love.
Yes, and then you can erase them so you don't have to think about them.
Swaggy, where do you stand in this political gender-like stance?
I'm stuck in the middle. I can't think.
Oh,
I really cannot think.
Wow, won't take a side? What a fucking fuck.
Yeah, that's the thing I love the most. It's like, just because you have a moderate and fully functioning human brain, therefore you are not on anyone's side.
Listen, alright, taxation theft. Is taxation theft?
No.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is.
Taxation theft and money laundering is perfectly fine.
There's only two genders. Get over it.
Taxation's not theft.
This is a clean server, everyone. We are very appropriate here.
Did you say the N-word?
Nigger.
Wow.
Exactly.
Wow.
Yeah, okay, you're banned.
Okay, see you later.
We're gonna get kicked off YouTube because we said the.
Oh yeah,
it's
no way this one particular video is ever gonna get monetized.
No, it's okay. It's okay.
It can get monetized because
it's actually monetized.
Listen.
No, none of these are monetized. But if I can find a word in Audacity, I'll probably just mute it or something.
Well, I'll just scream right now. There you go. You can find it now, real easy.
Yeah, my point was, things and stuff. We, capitalism works pretty well. Meritocracy is a good thing.
Listen, all right, capitalism is a racist system divided by old white people who really hate black people. Okay.
It doesn't defend me as a Jew. It doesn't defend me.
I thought you were. So you're a brown Jew?
Okay.
Is that what you're saying?
I'm a brown Jew.
Dude, you got all the privilege points.
Jew. Better leave my ethno state, bro.
You want to fight?
Yeah.
Well,
People win.
I wonder what happened with the high quality microphone you were using.
What?
Me?
I am using a high quality microphone. What are you talking about?
Because it sounded a lot cleaner the last episode.
This sound cleaner now.
Oh yeah, let's go.
Are you assuming his microphone?
Yeah,
Are you assuming my tender?
My tender candy.
Hey,
I have tenderloins.
Hold up. If it's not any better, it's because I plugged it in mid talking, so I'll just kind of like unplug and leave. Sorry, I'll be back in a second.
What is it? I just checked out our Social Blade. It's doing pretty well because I'm a rice gum.
Testing. 1, 2, 3.
There we go.
Yeah.
That works
What
now.
the hell? We lost 2,000 views somehow.
Lol.
Loading cache shaders.
Social
We've
boy.
been hit by rice gum fans. Oh no.
Lol.
What the hell?
Rice Gum Army on the way. Oh, we're gonna swag you the fuck out. All of our
Exactly.
sheer swag will fucking eviscerate you like Tucker Carlson on a limb. W.
Wait, what is this though right now? This podcast. What has it turned into?
Gang.
Listen,
It turned into some like debated podcast.
So late.
listen. Okay, Mario
podcast
got
is dying.
fucking raped
I don't
at
know.
Video Game Awards, and I'm still kind of pissed.
Mario got raped.
Mario got raped.
What did it not earn or something?
It didn't win anything, and it really fucking sucks because Mario's fucking amazing.
I know Mario Odyssey was a
Mario's
good one.
amazing. Sonic is a better character. He has better games.
Listen, Sonic's a better character because he was specifically designed to sell more things. He's a much more marketable character.
That's something I can agree upon.
Sonic is
Oh,
literally a more marketable character. It was literally made.
Bestiality? You mean
It
that
was
game?
sorry,
Greatest
but
game ever.
Sonic the
Bestiality for
Hedgehog-
life,
I'm
kids.
I'm
I go
gonna
down on a
explain
horse.
this. Sonic the Hedgehog is literally made to market, like it's literally made to be marketable. It
Today,
is
Junior.
it's actually immensely more marketable for people than Mario, because Mario's just a fat dude.
12 times now.
Market. Listen, in a free market society, there is no taxes. Okay, taxation is theft.
Get over it. There's only two genders.
Oh god. It's like calling. It's like when you're saying market.
Listen, I'm gonna grab my tomahawk missile if you fucking dare violate the NAP, okay?
It's like when you say market, it just kind of reminds me a lot.
That's my NAP, so buddy, but you're dead.
It reminds me so much of the Sega Genesis days. Back when Sega Genesis was a big rival to Super Nintendo.
Genesis does what Nintendo is, okay? Bitch.
No, wasn't it something like Genesis does what Nintendo don't?
Yeah, that's what the slogan was.
Yeah, Genesis does what Nintendo don't.
Nowadays the Super Nintendo Genesis debate is still going on, even with the SNES Classic and the Genesis Mini or so, which has been made by the crappy games. Third party manufacturer, by the way. Not actually manufactured by Sega for that matter.
Listen, okay, he won. The Guac Man himself, Jeb Bush, won the election. It was stolen. Okay, all the votes.
You mean low energy Jeb?
Jeb got all the votes, and then Hillary Clinton stole each and every single one of them. He won the popular vote. He won the popular vote. He rightfully won the election. Okay, he was the people's choice. Nobody ever mentioned it.
People's Choice Award?
He was the people's choice. Okay? He won the people's choice award 6 years in a row. Nobody fucking cares anymore, though. That breaks me.
Nobody cares, apparently. Some people care, but a bunch don't.
He fucking won. And I'm pissed. Alright, I was all in. I was all in for you. He's
I voted for Harambe.
When you were talking about the Game Awards earlier, there was this really funny moment. Like
a black guy died.
No, there was this really funny.
Oscars, alright.
Yeah, that's exactly.
Again. Can you fuck the Oscars? I'd fuck the Oscars. I'd fuck Oscar the guy.
That's
exactly
what I'd put my dick against the Oscar statue and say, "Hey Oscar, you have a tiny little wiener, huh? Look at mine. It's all over your fucking stomach, like a fucking, like a I don't know, like a big beanbag or something like that. Beanbag? No. What's those things you put on your neck and you put in the fucking refrigerator?
Cells.
No, it's like a little bag thing full of like rice, and you put it in a microwave, and then it fucking heats up, and you put it on your neck. Whatever, you know what I'm talking about. That thing.
Rice scumbag.
Yeah, all over the fucking Oscar statue. He gets shy. He blushes. I toss him out. He fucking snaps in half. Melts on the radiator because he's actually made out of chocolate.
I'd fuck Oscars.
Yeah, I'd fuck Oscars too.
Can we talk about how Chinese kids don't get anything at all?
No, because we're not gonna give them attention. Am I right?
I get it.
They're not gonna get anything at all. So
Can we tell them to work faster?
No, because then that would be giving them what they want. They do love
attention, or
they do love doing work. Am I right?
I get it. You know what? Can we get rid of those suicide nets? They don't need them.
No, they need those actually.
Yeah, I don't know.
They like trying to attempt to take the gift of suicide, so we gotta prevent them from taking.
All right, that's their Christmas gift, right? The net.
Because I mean, you know what I mean. Under communism, right? You can't have somebody getting more than somebody else, and if somebody's committing suicide, then you gotta give everyone suicide. But then that leaves the amount of workers at 0. So.
Oh, I get it. So everyone has to work, and no one can leave. I get it.
Yeah.
Swaggy, where do you suicide nets?
No, dude.
Should we keep them? I don't think so. Tear down these suicide nets. Tear them down real fast.
Oh.
Now, speaking of Susan Wojcicki, she can die. That'd be great.
Oh no, fire! Actually,
she's literally immortal.
There was a poorly written petition to get her fired, or to have her.
How many does it have now?
Did you just fucking see that? That shit was fucking retarded. It was just like, Wadaska is very dumb, and she also blocked H3 videos. Very bad, not good. It's like, Jesus Christ, and everyone fucking signed it because it was the only one that was written.
You realize that no one likes her. She's like your mom. You don't want to talk to her.
Seriously, if like I saw that petition, I was the first guy to see that petition. I'd just write one that's 10 times better, and then everyone would do that. But everyone was just like, nah, that'll get everyone.
Which one was it? There's multiple of these.
Okay, but it's the one that was written by a 5-year-old, and it has a lot of signatures.
Is it with it was all the Jake Paulers, right? They all dabbed on her, right?
Yeah, dude. They're dabbing real fucking hardcore.
Everyone dab right now. Get up and dab. Get up and dab.
I fucking dabbed. Get over it, bitch.
Dab.
I did.
I dabbed. You died. Ha 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 ha.
We're dabbing for days.
Listen, I bought you jewels, okay?
Dab it for the vine.
I've got your jewels.
Are you dabbing for my Jews?
No, I've purchased some jewels, okay?
Some Jews?
Jewels.
Some dudes?
Now you're just retarded.
I'm actually autistic, okay? Give me some shiny keys.
And I'll be happy.
There you go.
Yep.
There you go, bro. This is
I'm
such an
tired.
appropriate Minecraft server. This is great. Grim, I'll be honest with you. You're a great host. Like, without a doubt. You added to this a lot.
No, I didn't. I barely talked this entire time. The fuck you mean?
No. You talked about net neutrality, and you gave a lot of information. Me and mannperson are a great comedy duo, and then Swaggy brings all the information.
Yeah.
This is our group. This is how we're gonna do every podcast now. Just as 4 of us or something. We're gonna go with 4 people now, I guess.
Fuck me in the ass and call it Tuesday.
Oh, hey, you two. Great, dude. Hey, do you guys want to meet up on Tuesday? Just chill.
Wait, what?
I don't have anything planned.
We're gonna be planned. It's gonna be great.
Wait, what the fuck are we talking about at this point?
We're gonna get our nails done. We're gonna go party.
Listen,
like
guys. Guys, listen. Next person to talk is 100% gay.
Hi.
Well, you heard it here, folks.
No,
this is
in all seriousness, though.
You got any more topics before we ramble on too much?
I got a topic here for you. Swaggy, where do you live? What state? Oh, he muted himself. The fuck?
All right.
Wow.
I live in the greatest state ever, the United States of Kenya.
Oh, I live in the greatest states ever, world over. The United States of America.
Well, I live in so.
Okay. That one, right?
No, it's
okay.
Get it right, all right. Conservatard.
That one, right? That one.
No, it's.
I live in Afghanistan.
That one, right?
No, you're doing only one, but it's.
Like that?
Yeah, that's close enough.
Poison.
No, it's a serious note. I live in the state Napoleon Dynamite was filmed in.
Oh my fucking god! I'm so jealous.
Dude, you know, you shouldn't be. You know what we have here? A bunch of suicidal teenagers. We got mountains and potatoes. That's it. That's all we have.
Why you have suicidal teenagers that watch Napoleon Dynamite? They're just
this
like, that's so me.
Oh, I'm so edgy.
Oh my god.
All right, where are you guys from?
I live in Ontario. I live in Ontario. It's pretty much just like California, but with more weed and more guac, and it's disgusting.
Can I go chill with you? Seriously.
It's pretty disgusting and expensive, but I mean,
I live
every day.
New York. I live in
What
New
about you,
York.
Swaggy?
Oh, every day.
Where do you live? Just give me a state.
Jersey.
Dude.
Oh, see, I was wondering why it was snowing by you as well. It's like he must live somewhat nearby.
Yeah, that's,
dude.
I live like an hour away from Six Flags.
Season of the year, we have it. It's pretty great.
Yeah, but you have like a winter for a majority of the year, so fuck that.
No, we only have it for
Everyone
2
always
months.
says.
What are you talking about?
Everyone
We have it
always
for
says
2
it's like a
months.
full year, but
Wait,
it's
what
like,
part of
okay.
Idaho do you live in then?
No,
Southern.
Okay,
Winter.
'cause,
Let's say winter. Okay, December, January, February, March. That's like 4 months.
Brown
No.
Out of 12.
Have you
No,
ever?
no. It
have you ever
goes like
heard of-
this. Last year was garbage. It started in November, December, January, February. It ended in March, but then came back in May. It like snowed for 4 hours.
Brown, I
Yeah.
gotta ask you. Have you ever heard of Rexburg?
What?
Rexburg.
Rexburg. That's
Yes,
my uncle.
Rex.
He was hung like a horse.
Oh,
I remember
well,
it.
it's a town somewhere around Idaho Falls. That's all.
It sounds familiar.
How about
But my uncle was
Driggs?
hung like a horse.
How
He was
about-
incredible.
How about Driggs or Alta?
I know Alta. I've been to it. I passed
You've
by
been
it.
to Alta? That's just like what? So have you been to Grand Targhee?
No, let me tell you something. Just because I'm from Idaho doesn't mean I go anywhere. I live in a
I
house
know
and I
you
never
live in a
leave it.
house.
I live in a house
well,
and I never
you
leave.
should just take the couple-hour drive around the valley, man, and just go for
The
a
Treasure Valley has some things to offer. It has on one side
No,
of
no,
Nampa.
I'm talking about the
city.
Teton Valley. Fuck you. What you
The
fucking talking about?
You wanna
the
fight? I'll beat you
Teton.
in Mortal Kombat, Pac-Man.
Dude,
Okay,
I'll fuck you over.
I'll go down on you.
I will
Thank
fucking
you.
destroy you.
I would like that very much.
If you beat my Galaga high score, I will fucking destroy you. I'll come over to your house and hurt you. That is all.
I'm looking for my photos from Idaho. One moment. Well, not just Idaho.
If you get a picture of a
Do you
high
want to
score
fight? I'll
in an
beat you
arcade
in
cabinet
Jenga.
with a bigger high score
See,
than me,
this is
I will
basically
hurt
what
you.
Idaho is to me. That right there, that photo. Just lots of
Wait,
flat.
hold on, let me go to it.
Oh, it's almost reminds me.
See? Earth is fucking flat. It's a picture.
It reminds me a lot of Dumb and Dumber.
Wait,
It's
everyone.
a mountain miles and miles away. Literally, if the world was a globe, then how the fuck would you be able to see the mountains so far away, huh? Earth is flat, right? Fucking proven.
You know who we have here? Do you know who we have here? Try to guess.
Freddy.
Guess who's famous from here? Try to guess. Besides Napoleon Dynamite.
Freddy from Freddy Got Fingered.
No.
Penis balls autism cop.
No, we have Sarah
Dumb and
Palin,
Dumber.
and then the side Jesse from Breaking Bad. That's it. We have a
You
pretty
can
cool
be-
guy and a
you
chick
can
that's
be
pretty
just-
hot.
A fuckable mom and a
Hey, Bill.
cool guy.
That's
Mhm.
right, dude. We have a druggie and we have a hot mom. Now raise your
She's
hand
not
if you go down on her.
My hand's raised.
Hey,
What else is
I
too?
guess.
Am I right?
Hey, I get it. Up
Hey,
top.
whoa. Yeah.
Up top.
Yeah.
Thank
Woo.
Yeah. Ooh.
Can't high five you though, because both my hands are on something. Hey.
Oh, I get it. On your microphone.
Hell yeah. Gotta hold this.
Okay, everyone. This is the part of the live stream where we sing a song. So everyone pick your favorite song. Who wants to go first, though?
My favorite song does not have any vocals.
There once was a farmer who lived on a rock. He sat in the meadow, just shaking his fist at some boys who were down by the creek. Their feet in the water, their hands on their marbles and playthings. At 4:30, there came a young Greek lady. Jesus, I forgot the words.
There came a young creature that
Swaggy,
looked
do you
like
have
a
a song?
Yeah.
The class.
young lady.
Did you get what was going on there with that song, though?
Yeah. Should have said shaking its fucking penis.
The whole thing.
I got one. I got one that's
There came a young lady. She
hilarious.
sat on the grass.
I got one that's gonna be hilarious.
What?
All right, so
Well, Cuphead and his pal Mugman, they like to roll the balls. By chips they can't leave these games. Gotta pay the price. Pay the price.
Woo!
It's just like the Leafy's game.
And we see.
The game
All right,
about
my turn. Can I sing now?
game.
Go ahead.
All right, man person, give me some background music.
Gucci
Gang. Woo! Oh yeah. Little Pump. Yeah. Rats on the chain. My big love to go can. Ooh. I just got a name. Can't buy a wedding ring. Rather go buy lames. Gucci gang. That's my song.
Okay.
That was great.
I think I need to do mine again because I didn't do it right.
Do it again.
I'm trying to pull it up.
All right. In the meantime, let's talk about net neutrality and how the epidemic
I ain't gonna sing it.
So, who is this guy, anyways? Who's the guy taking it down again?
Right. I
I don't
think I
fucking
got
know,
it now.
but my point, I got a point, and it's that it's not a human right to have the internet, and at the end of the day, somebody has to be sitting there providing it to you, so you can't get everything for free, and if they want to do something, then they should at least have the right to do something.
It doesn't mean I
Even
like
if yeah, I know, exactly, but I'm just the guy here
yeah,
to
but
say
the thing
like
is,
that
though,
it's
net neutrality laws
kinda-
are put in place to protect the consumer from this type of shit, and now they're just being repealed and taken away, and that's
exactly,
some
but the
bullshit.
thing, yeah, but I'm just saying, you know what I mean?
But think about it this way, it's not like-
internet isn't like internet ain't free.
This day and age,
the
Alright.
interweb speed of
day
the
and
world
age-
with the blood of
this
patriots.
day and age is going to hurt a lot of
Barack Hussein Obama,
I just wanna
aka
say
the
one last thing
president,
about
not my president.
Alright, I think I got
Listen,
it
one
now.
last thing
Adam
about
and
it.
Eve, not Adam and Steve.
Man
Okay,
person.
praise Jeebus.
And person.
Alright.
Give me like 5 seconds, and I think I could say this. But the thing is, though, it's not just going to hurt the user; it's also going to hurt the small businesses as well, because you won't be connecting to those small business sites. For example, there's one thing called "Don't Touch My Juice" or something like that, or it's something that it was like "Not My Juice." Anyways, the point was it's a small vape juice
Penis.
company. Basically, that's what they make. Dude does it basically out of a small office and makes all of it.
I do not support homosexuality, especially not any business ran by homos.
Homo sapiens?
I agree with that.
Yeah. You doing them vaping, I mean, you sucking cock as well, I mean, come on.
Let's be real with this.
Yeah. Bird of the skull and
We're
yes,
saying your
mate.
point. We see that net neutrality is important, but let's get realistic. It's run by homos, and we don't like it.
Listen, alright, these
I think
businesses ran by
I think I just
homosexuals. You can't let
I
them
think I
go
got
on like this,
I think I got my song.
Youth. Corrupting the youth. They're gonna be sucking cock in a minute.
I think I got my song now.
Hold up. Tommy. You wanna suck dick yet? Well, tell me if you do. Alright.
I think I got my song now.
All right, we're almost done. Man person, you want to go take the Confederate flag down to Main Street?
I don't want to take the Confederate flag down.
Only flag I'm flying.
No.
Say bye, Swaggy. I don't care. Let's go.
World Cuphead and his pal Mugman, they like to roll the balls. By chance they came upon Levy's game and Gus they paid the fuck. Paid the fuck. And now they're fighting for their dicks on a mission fraud with ass. And they proceed but don't succeed. Well, Leafy will take their balls.
Hey, I didn't get to sing. Like
Oh, sorry. Go ahead and sing. Wait. Before you sing. Swaggy, anything else before we go? Anything besides this?
I already sung it.
All right. Okay. So man, person, sing, and then we're gonna kick it off with saying bye.
Zadom! Spremny! Usakorina is
Sing it for me, baby. Sing it. Oh yeah.
Stella Brashenda Dobrane Yasadomove. Stella Brashenda Dobrane Yasadomove. There you go. That's all I remember.
All right, Swaggy, you want to end it off?
Alright, that was a really good one. Thank you everybody so much for watching, who tuned in this long.
We're bitter if we don't like penises.
If you enjoyed the episode, just
suck cock.
if you enjoyed this episode, just leave a like. If you want to keep up to date with the podcast, follow us on our Twitter, Instagram.
And be sure to follow me. Be sure to follow me on Grindr. I'm not gay. I'm looking for lesbians.
Also,
be sure to follow us as well on realholes.com.
and also
Real Holes, Pornhub.
and also for those who love watching, and also for those who like to watch podcasts on Apple Podcasts, we also have our podcast on Apple Podcasts. So if you guys want to check out us on Apple Podcasts, we are available on there. Just look up the D2D Podcast, and we are on there. So thank you, everybody, for tuning in, and we'll see you in the next episode.
We just want your money. We're like Jake Paul. We'll be honest.
See you guys in the next episode.